Bitcoin, 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 yeah! It's over $9,000 and it is showing some very strong momentum and has successfully defended a key price level that means that we are likely in for some more positive price action moving forward. The Bitcoin halving is beginning to capture the interest of retail investors the world over. Big mining news coming out of Iran. Lebanon reminds us just why we need to have Bitcoin, and Bitcoin Gold's epic fail. The cryptolark. This is where you subscribe for all of the latest stuff happening in crypto. So let's start off by taking a quick look over at the charts. So a little more than a week ago, Bitcoin tried to break over the 200-day moving average, which is the orange line that you can see here on the chart. We saw a strong rejection at the price of $9,200, which was a very strong zone of resistance. Now what happened next? That was super interesting. Following the rejection and subsequent retracement, Bitcoin bounced off the 200-day exponential moving average. I mean, just look at that chart. It's nice, it's clean, just beautiful. Now, maintaining above that line was super important for the continuation of the bullish momentum that we have been seeing in the markets recently. Another important note about that retracement is it did not actually take us back down below that falling wedge that we've broken out of recently. You can see that it bounced back above that trend line as well. So we are maintaining some good, strong, bullish breakout momentum here. Then today we get this. A candle breaking out above the 200-day moving average. This is certainly looking like a very good setup for some continued price action. But let's see if we can get a really definitive candle posted above this line to provide some more confirmation that we are indeed moving into that stronger price trend. Still though, we do need to break past that resistance zone around $9,200 before making a farther move up to try and test 10K again. If we do get rejected here, watch for a drop down to as low as $8,200, which is right around where that 200-day exponential moving average is. And of course is an area where we do see a lot of price support in general. Overall though, the market is looking like a very bullish setup is in play. Okay, the next story I have here for you is proof that the halving hype for Bitcoin has not yet even truly begun. According to the firm Arcane Research, Google trends for the Bitcoin halving are up big time, doubling since December and reaching the highest levels since the 2016 Bitcoin halving. More and more eyes are on Bitcoin. More people are paying attention to the Bitcoin halving and what it could mean, particularly in terms of price. And we're still 4 months out. There is definitely a lot of room to see some really big price action happen between now and then. Again, I don't think we're going to get a new all-time high before the halving, but nevertheless, the greater the public interest is in Bitcoin, the greater the demand is for Bitcoin. Now, we have talked about many other stories showing evidence of, increased investment in mining and increased interest from institutional players in Bitcoin and all this fun kind of stuff, but I really think that this story, more than many other stories that I cover here on the show, really demonstrate that retail interest is increasing in Bitcoin again. The general public, they're starting to take notice and they're getting excited. The halving, it is not priced in yet. Stack sats and be ready, my friends, because the halving is coming. Do 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 do. And on the topic of mining Bitcoin, Iran has just granted more than 1,000 licenses to miners to be allowed to legally operate in the country. While Iran has been increasingly becoming a destination for crypto miners over the last couple of years, I really think that this story underlines just how big and serious the country is taking mining Bitcoin. And to be honest, this is actually a massive U-turn at a policy level for Iran, because just last year, only a few months ago it seems, I was covering stories of people being arrested for mining Bitcoin. of government agents going around and finding Bitcoin mines and confiscating the equipment. That was happening not too long ago. Now, in the big U-turn, all you have to do is register, pay your fee, and you're all good, in the eyes of the local authorities anyway. Bitcoin, of course, has as well been proving very popular among the Iranian public as one of really the only ways to get money out of the country, to move that money abroad seamlessly. And this is because of the crippling sanctions that have been affecting Iran for many, many years now, but they've only been getting worse as time goes on. People need an out, they need Bitcoin, and they're using it. Now, at the government level in Iran, we've seen increased interest. For example, last year we saw Iran's Trade Promotion Organization. They conducted negotiations on the use of cryptocurrencies in financial transactions with representatives from 8 different countries. Now, some of these participant names I find very interesting because some of them are very big crypto players. Switzerland, South Africa, France, England, Russia, Austria, Germany, and Bosnia. Some of those, particularly France and Russia and Germany, really big players. Switzerland obviously as well, so very interesting stuff. Iran, I think at this stage, is a top contender for the first country to officially start accepting Bitcoin for international trade at a massive scale. And of course, Iran's number one sales item, oil, the petro Bitcoin. It's going to happen one of these days. Another story out of the Middle East here really underlines why Bitcoin is so damned important. Lebanon's banking system is on the brink of collapse. In fact, it has been for a few months now, actually. There's been a real big financial crisis happening there. And due to that ongoing financial crisis, the government will find it increasingly difficult to be able to service its international debts. Personally, I'm not so interested in the government dysfunction. We know governments and central banks are dysfunctional. It's kind of the par for the course. It's what they do. I want to focus on how it actually affects regular people. So banks right now are not allowing people to take out more than $300 a week. $300 a week! That's a tiny amount of money for most people. Many ATMs in the country have stopped dispensing dollars, and daily limits on credit cards have been implemented, meaning that people can't go out and buy big luxury items and then trade them for money later on. All of that meaning that it has become incredibly difficult for people to send money abroad to friends, family, and relatives. And that many Lebanese people are finding themselves increasingly trapped in their local fiat, which is on the brink of catastrophic failure, especially if the government defaults on its loan repayments. Now, the Lebanese fiat, it has already seen a 50% drop in exchange rates on the black market, which means that it's already seen eye-watering decline. Just stop for a moment to imagine that if this is you, this is your life, your savings, your life savings are in the bank. You can't get it. Your bank's restricting access to how much you can get at any given time. Your local fiat is going up in flames, which means that years of your work is down the drain. The purchasing power of that money is worth nothing. Your future plans put on hold or canceled indefinitely. Your future itself now uncertain. How are you going to pay the bills? All that stuff. This is nothing new. People the world over have seen catastrophic fiat failure destroy their savings and destroy their lives and create unimaginable hardship so many times that I'm losing count. This will continue. People all over the world need a global form of politically neutral money. Bitcoin fixes a lot of this craziness. If you can get your hands on it, of course, Bitcoin can fix some of these problems for you. With all the capital controls and stuff that we're seeing in Lebanon right now, it's become very difficult for people in Lebanon to actually be able to buy Bitcoin now that the crisis is in full swing. It's hard to get dollars out of the country to be able to buy Bitcoin. Don't wait for a fiat crisis to come and rob you of your wealth. Be prepared. Buy and hold Bitcoin. It is the number one insurance policy against this kind of fiscal insanity and government dysfunction that we see happening all over the world. And finally today, Bitcoin Gold. Still a thing apparently. Bitcoin Gold got 51% attacked the other day, resulting in a $70,000 double spend. Now, I'm not surprised that Bitcoin Gold got attacked. guess, somebody saw the financial incentive and took the time to do it, but what surprises me is that Bitcoin Gold is even still a thing. I mean, seriously, how is Bitcoin Gold still number 35 on Coin Market Cap? Still doing nearly $60 million a day in volume? The fookity fook, brah! What is that? Why? But Bitcoin Gold is not the only WTF in the top 100. There are lots of them, in fact. I mean, Bitcoin Diamond? Come on! Bitcoin Diamond? Seriously, why? This market still has got a lot of maturing to do. So, my question for you today, besides Bitcoin Diamond and Bitcoin Gold, which one crypto coin do you think has no place at all being in the top 100 coins? Let me know about it down below in the comments section. As always, you guys totally freaking awesome. So thank you so much for taking the time to come here, watch today's video. I hope you found some useful information in it. If you did, share it around with your friends. And of course, make sure you subscribe to the channel if you're new around here and hit that thumbs up button. Thumbs up. Yeah. The things YouTube makes us do. It's wild. Anyway. You're awesome. Thank you so much. And of course, long live the blockchain. And peace out till next time.